Good morning. Buckle up. We got a fun one here today. We are talking about players that I love, must draft players that I've been talking about all off season. But Tim is going to be on the show and he's going to test me. He's going to say, hey, do you want Genty or would you rather have this guy? And I'm going to be tempted. So we're going to have some fun today. Would you rather is the topic on my must draft players. And at the end, stay to the end, because we're going to be answering some top trending questions like, who do you draft, Omarion Hampton or Henderson? That's a question I get a lot. So we're going to get to some of your listener questions and shout some of you guys out on my Instagram, because I put a poll up on my Instagram yesterday to answer your questions, a questionnaire. So we're going to shout some of you guys out at the end of the show. If you guys have not subscribed, subscribe, thumbs up, as we bring Tim, a.k.a. the Bald Man.
Hi, everybody.
Whoa, Tim, you look really clean today. Did you shave? You look fresh. What's happening here?
If I get really close, maybe you'll see there's a little stubble there.
A
A little stubble. Yeah. So it's cleaner looking, and I'm nice and bright and shiny. I see, like Casper the Ghost over here.
Oh, dude, Connor might be making an appearance later, so he's going to love it, dude. He's going to love your new clean shave. He's going to be like, oh, I love it, you know?
Yeah, does he need to be shortened down or something? I'll take him down a bit.
So I'm ready to dive in. I know you got a lot of stuff set up for me to try to get me into some traps here on which players I must have and would I rather have this player. Tim's ready to kind of rip into me. If you're new to the channel, smash that thumbs up, smash it, tap it, drop a player you must have no matter what. There's someone that they won't sway you away from. They won't tempt you on a trade, right? They won't say, oh, I know you love Saquon, but let me give you this guy here. Tell me a player that you will not let go of, that you must have and you're not letting go of, in the comments below. And make sure you guys do grab that 16-round draft solution. This is the game changer. Sleepers, breakouts, optimal players draft each round. Do not hesitate to grab 16 rounds right now at thefantasyfootballcounselor.com. I've also linked it below. Man, oh man, it's like an ironclad roster. It is an ironclad roster, and I deliver it to you. Silver platter to your email, printable cheat sheet, everything there. Grab 16 rounds. You will never look back. Rankings will not help you, okay? Grab it. Don't pause the video and then come back to the fun, because we're gonna have a lot of fun here. Tim, are you excited to have fun today?
I love having fun.
Wait till you see Connor. Connor's ready. He got dressed up with you in a bow tie today, or not a bow tie.
As long as you don't bring on Breaking Brad, and he's still in a bad mood.
Speaking of which, that Breaking Brad is here. Tim, you weren't up to date on Breaking Brad news. Breaking Brad signed a 1-year deal, no guaranteed money, just a 1-year contract, no mega guaranteed money. He's got a small contract. He's a little bitter, but we've retained him for another year of Breaking Brad. Are you excited to have him on for another year?
Define excited. I mean, it can be exciting in a horrible sort of way. You know, you want to watch the train wreck, or it could be exciting. Maybe he's going to turn a new leaf. Maybe he'll lay off the bottle now.
He is great. He's great at what he does. And that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to talk breaking news with guess who it is? It's Breaking Brad.
We now have breaking news.
It is with great urgency that we bring you these following messages.
Thank you, Brad.
Great urgency. All right, let's go. I urgently got to get you this message. So a couple of things in the news I want to talk about. And I was ripping on Walter on this one, the Devin Chain news, right? So it was like this soft tissue type injury. He was sidelined, but apparently it's his calf. His calf is bothering him. He's not expected to practice this entire week because of a calf injury. And head coach Mike McDaniel said the plan is to have Chain ready for week 1. Tim, I don't know. Let's talk about this realistically here. He had a good year last year. He's a top 5 copy and paste. He finished on top 5 last year. Now he's going to be top 5 this year. Let me ask you, just generally speaking, let's not focus on Chain, okay? You're looking at a guy you're going to potentially draft at the end of round 1. Okay, that's just where he's going. Let's say early round 2 at the best. Do you feel, just logically speaking, okay the fact that he's missing time with a calf injury this early, noting he only played 11 games in his first season, so he's kind of shown signs of missing time, and now this calf injury, do you feel warm and fuzzy like naturally, or do you not care about a calf injury? What do you think?
I don't care as much as a hammy. I mean, I'm really glad it's not a hammy, because we all know that those things just seem to linger or they pop up again. Week 4, week 5, he's down again. A calf, Yeah, it can still be tough, man, especially when you're trying to run and cut and make those immediate stops and everything. It can be tough. Am I really scared? No,
Okay.
no. I'm just going to be honest. It's a calf. I think, a lot of the times you can still work through it if there's a little pain. Once again, we're only getting half the story. We don't know how bad it really is.
Maybe they're not letting on. Maybe it's more than a calf and they're just telling us a calf.
Or it's a really bad calf one. Oh, yeah, it's just a soft tissue. It's going to be fine. It's just a little bit.
Yeah. And that's the thing, right? Like the calf bone's connected to the hamstring, the hamstrings. Like I would think, I'm not a doctor, but I would seem that there's some sort of cousin or brother relationship between the calf muscle as it extends up to the hamstring, which extends up to the buttocks, which extends up to the lower, back. The next thing you know, it's up to his neck and we got problems. All right. So bottom line is I just don't trust this guy. I know it's a lot. We're expanding a lot on on-chain, but this is a first round pick that everybody and their mother can sheeps his wise on. I'm completely fading. Enough. That's enough of a red flag for me. All right. A couple other things. Speaking of hamstrings, Justin Jefferson was limited yesterday, but he's going to be practicing. He's back to practice, according to head coach Kevin O'Connell. I've been hearing the news. Justin Jefferson, another top 5 pick, hamstring injury, is back in action. And he's kind of had his injuries in the past lingering, but he's always been effective. Are you a little more concerned here with the top 5 pick with Jeffy?
Well, yeah. And like I just said, the hamstring is a worse one because that seems to get re-aggravated. If you've got a hamstring injury early or in preseason even, it tends to rear its ugly head again. I would say between games 3 and 6, you tend to hear them go down again, and it might only be for a couple weeks. It could be for 4 to 6.
Yeah.
It's a little bit scary, especially when you're spending a lot of capital on a guy.
All right, a couple other things I want to talk about in the news here. Brian Robinson Jr., at the time of this recording, we did record this the evening before, so again, things may have happened here. He's not participating in tonight's game or last night's game if you're listening to it in the morning. Brian Robinson Jr. Did not play in the preseason game, according to sources, and they're looking to trade him. A couple prospects for that, believe it or not, is Miami. They were looking at him. I also heard Houston's looking at him. The fact that Miami was entertaining this, again, I'm hearing from different sources. I don't know if it's actual factual, but shows me, man, there's a little concern there with on-chain. Now, they did have Ollie Gordon, who's doing well in camp, rookie, but not a lot of faith in him. So, and they got right there and other options. But at the end of the day, man, back to the on-chain thing, don't trust them. And this Brian Robinson opens things up for a guy, I'm looking to get on the show. Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt, rookie running back, Washington. There might be something there if they must believe in him if they're willing to get rid of Brian Robinson Jr., Tim. That shows me because Eckler's not the solution, and the only other guy is Ja'Cory. So I'm thinking there's something there for Ja'Cory. What do you think? Maybe.
Yeah, unless they're just using that as ammunition. Maybe he's been whining a lot. I don't know. Maybe they're trying to light a fire under his butt. You never know. But again, yeah, with Eckler and then Ja'Cory, it's rough to say, man. Like I was a huge Eckler fan, but he's a couple years removed from being anything decent. Let's put it that way.
A couple other things here. A lot of people are stashing Jaden Blue. He's dealing with an ankle or foot injury. He's making progress in the recovery and may be available for the final preseason game, according to head coach Brian Schottenheimer. So there's something there. Jaden Blue. I'm not a Javonte Williams fan. I'm not a Miles Sanders fan. I think this entire committee is going to be a disaster, Tim. I am not sold on Jaden Blue. I'm blue on blue. Are you blue on blue?
Blue on black. Isn't that part of the lyrics? Blue on black. Yeah, it's a song. It's blue on black.
Song? I've never heard of it. I've heard of Blue Balls, but I think
if I could call it up and play it right now, you'd say, "Oh yeah, that song. I've heard it."
Tim missed my joke. I said I've heard of Blue Balls. But that's about it.
You're married. It's pretty commonplace, I think.
All the married guys and the driving the commuter are probably smiling right now. All right. So, Ramondre Stevenson, undisclosed, participated in practice yesterday while wearing a non-contact jersey. Again, Stevenson already dealing with an undisclosed. I hate, dude, this undisclosed stuff. Like, it's just ticking me off. Like, first of all, I'm all in on Henderson. I don't believe in Stevenson. Henderson's the real deal. Okay, rookie running back. So when I hear undisclosed, that is concerning. Like for the person who has the undisclosed injury, wouldn't you think? It's kind of scary.
Yeah, I mean, have there been reports a few days ahead of this, or is this, they're just bringing it up now? Because if so, it might just be a stupid little thing that's nothing, but they don't even want to tell you because it's so ridiculous. Maybe he pulled a glute. Maybe something's hurting in his butt. Maybe he's constipated. I don't know.
That's the
It's
thing,
not.
right?
It's an undisclosed injury.
It's undisclosed. Like I want it. I want it disclosed. Anyway, that I just a lot of this stuff's going on undisclosed. Like the Lad McConkey's injury was undisclosed, and he's back in action. What was it?
He got stabbed with a thumbtack in the meeting.
I don't know. It's undisclosed. All right, another one undisclosed. Kyle Williams, rookie wide receiver, Patriots. Tim, wide receiver, Patriots. Kyle Williams, undisclosed. Did not participate yesterday. It's undisclosed.
Okay. And you're saying disclose it. Just disclose it.
Another one, Tim, Darren Waller. Remember, he was retired, then he had like a rap career. Now he's back. Miami Dolphins, he's back with the Dolphins. Darren Waller, undisclosed, is still on IR list. According to head coach Mike McDaniel, no timetable on his return. Like, well, what's going on? Like, I don't know. It's undisclosed, right? I
Not that we're worried about it in this case.
Yeah, I'm not drafting Waller anyway. So that's it for breaking news with Breaking Brad. And if there's probably something that's going to come up. I always hate it, Tim. Like, we record this the night before and then something happens. There's an arrest or a break and it's going to happen more because we're going to start recording these as late as possible sometimes in the evenings. I'll do that. I'll do some later shows because what's going on, Tim?
I'm just saying editing. You
What?
just got to edit. You just got to edit it. You just got to add it.
I know. I just get. What I'll do is I'll basically do a vlog and then I'll just slide it in there if it's major news. That's all it is.
Beautiful.
That's it. Done. So Breaking Brad, we are done with breaking news. Where are you?
We now have breaking news.
It is with great urgency that we bring you these following messages.
I think he needs a new, especially since he signed the 1-year deal. I think Breaking Brad needs a few more lines. I mean, we're fully invested, right?
Yeah, like what's he just getting paid? Let's get ready to rumble. Now you got to pay him $1 million.
Oh, all right. So Tim, let's get to the show here. I can't stop talking about Breaking Brad. All right. So what's going on? Give me something here.
Yeah, let's focus on you because I'm just gonna fire off some questions here. So I gotta put on my spectacles so I can read properly. You know what I'm saying?
All right, we're gonna go to the big screen here. Tim's got to pull out his memo pad here. I'm gonna prepare here. We should bring Connor on the screen here too. What do you think? Should we bring Connor on and we do like
I don't know. I thought you bring Connor when it's a real sheepy question.
No. Connor's making an appearance here. Connor's making an appearance. Okay, go ahead, Tim. Let's get with these questions. Would you rather?
Okay.
With Connor.
Here we go. We're talking round one talent here.
It's Connor. All right. Both of us are on screen. I don't know how I'm gonna talk. Connor, you just sit there and I'll talk. All right, let's go. And he's wearing it. Yeah. Do you like his tie here? What do you think of his tie?
Just sit there and look pretty. It's very classy. Yes.
Right, Connor,
it goes well with the white.
You be quiet, and we're gonna get to this segment here. All right, let's go, Tim. Let's go through this. It's Connor's. If you guys are in the car, I know a lot of people listen on Spotify and Apple. You got to go to the YouTube video if you want to get a good look at Connor here. He's dressed in his Sunday best here. Okay, let's go, Tim. What's with the first question here? Would you rather what?
All right, I want to hit you with one of the top ones here, but I kind of want to save that too. So I'm not going to give you the top one yet. We're holding that back, baby. We're talking round one. It's coming later. So here, let me give you this one. Here, let me give you a rookie. So Emeka Egbuka. No,
okay, hold on. Let's talk about
Emeka Egbuka.
No. Okay.
Right?
Come on. Let me hold on. There's a thing with Emeka Egbuka, okay?
Oh, my God.
The G is silent. So it's Emeka Egbuka, but I'm calling him Egbuka. So some people were ripping into me because I'm like, you can't just silence the G. And then some guy gave me like 10 words where the G is silenced, like sign.
I love that. Yeah, that's good.
So anyway, I'm still pronouncing the G. So for me, it's Emeka Egbuka. Okay, what about Emeka?
Okay, call Joe on his crap. I love that. Okay, so who would you rather, Emeka or Pearsall?
Oh, that's a good one. And if you guys weren't on the show yesterday, both those guys got taken from me earlier, and I was planning on getting one of them. Now, the way that it sits right now, you would think Pearsall is prime for volume, and they both are. I'm going to lean, this one's a tough one, I'm going to lean Emeka Egbuka. That's it. That's what I'm going with.
I got more here. So we're going to keep with the Emeka theme. Emeka or Calvin Ridley?
Ooh, Calvin Ridley comes off a little bit before, but don't be surprised. Emeka's value is going up. This is a tough one here. What is Connor doing? He looks like he's kind of chewing something here. I told him not to speak. You don't speak, Connor. You don't say a word at all. This is a tough one here. I think he wants to say something here. He's moving his lips like he thinks he wants to say something. Connor, which one would you rather have? I'm not going to say. I'm going to keep this to you. All right, so I'm going to go here. I got to still go Amika, man. I just think the upsides, I think Ridley's good, but just that youth, the talent, the opportunity is exciting. But Ridley is primed, dude, to get a ton of volume this year. That one's tough.
Okay, I got a couple more. I'm going to throw one at you that I think is really a stupid thing. Like, I'm not in on this guy at all. So, Amika or Caleb Johnson?
Ooh. Okay, so that depends. That depends, Tim. I'm going heavy running back early. So what's happening is I may not need a Caleb Johnson. So I am sticking with Amika. You could tell I have a man crush on Amika.
Yeah, and I don't think anybody needs a Caleb Johnson, to be honest with you.
I think he'll be good. There is some issues. He's dealing with some pass protection issues, but I still think he's going to be okay.
It's not just that. It's the Steelers. Low scoring offense, defensive team. No Caleb Johnson for me.
Do you have a question?
One more Amika. One more. Just one more.
Okay, one more.
Rashi Rice.
Oh, that one's easy. People who listen to my channel know I'm not drafting any Rashi Rice. By the way, he is actually dealing with a potential suspension. So there's the Consheeps is like the Rice. So this is a Connor question. Why don't you ask the same question to Connor? There you go. Ask Connor.
Connor, would you rather have Emeka Ibuga? See, I said it right. Or Rashi Rice?
Oh, I love Rashi Rice. I love the fact that he could have a suspension. I love Rashi. There you go. He loves Rashi Rice.
That's amazing. Connor, you have such a great voice. I just love it.
I'm gonna Connor, do you mind just sitting down here for a second? I can't focus with you staring at me like that. It's actually very and now he's nibbling on my ear. Connor, stop it. Stop. All right, that's it. I'm putting Connor down. I can't deal with him. All right, Tim, let's keep going with these questions. Could I put you on camera, or are you wearing those specs? Do you guys want to?
I'm specking it, dude. No, they're going to see how old I really look.
Okay, let's show. Do you want to show them?
If you want, you're the one who never wants to show me wearing my old man glasses.
True. I don't care.
Old man glasses.
Ah, there he is. All right,
this is what happens when you get old. I had great vision throughout almost all my life.
I know.
Never worn anything except reading glasses, and now it's starting to go.
Mine's starting to go too. The close-up stuff is blurring out. I think a lot of people can relate to that. Okay, let's go. Let's keep it going.
I basically have to go cross-eyed if I want to read something up close. It's brutal. Okay, let me. What a surprise! We're going to go with another rookie thing here. So Amarian Hampton, we all know you're in on him, and so am I. Believe me, I like him as well. Let
me do a Connor voice. Oh, I love Omarion Hampton. I love him. I love this guy.
Connor wouldn't say that, though.
I'm man crushing Omarion Hampton. I really am.
Okay, but Connor's not. Connor's not going to go with a rookie running back. What are you talking about?
No, he's not. He's going to go Devin Otchain, even though if he goes on IR, he'll still going to go Otchain. He just stands on his sheepness.
Okay, here we go. Rapid fire. Hampton or Henderson?
Okay, this isn't. You can't just rapid fire question.
It's got to be rapid fire because there's 4 quick ones, and I'm sure the last one is going to be like, well, duh.
This one's tough because I love both of them, and I actually am stacking these two. I'm going Hampton in 2. I'm going Henderson in 3. You can't just. It's like asking me to pick between my 2 children. I have 2 kids. Who do you love better? Which child do you love better? They're my children.
Wait a minute. You're going 3 running backs, first 3?
Yeah. I am.
Oh boy. Okay, Hampton or Harvey?
Oh, I'm going Hampton there. I still like Harvey. I think Harvey's got some upside, but problem is a lot of the years we've seen a lot of like Royce Freemans of the world on the Broncos, but I'm not saying he's Royce Freeman. I'm just saying like Denver's had a bad history of these rookies coming in and busting. I hope Harvey's not a part of that, so I'm going to go Hampton here.
Okay, now I don't think it's a hard one, but Hampton or Genty?
Ooh, that's tough. I mean, dude, Genty looked really good in that second preseason game, man. I guess I'd have to go. Dude, again, you're asking me, they're both my children. I don't know how to choose. Like, this is a tough one because I could theoretically get, is this like if I had to choose?
Yeah, like you're in a car, you've had an accident, the car is in the river, you can only save one. Which child are you saving? I'm sorry. I'm sorry if that causes trauma to any of our listeners. You can only save one. Who's it going to be?
Well, Genty's a little smaller, isn't he? Weight-wise, I could probably pull him out a little bit easier. Hampton's a bigger guy, more weight, more muscle. Dude, this is tough. I gotta go Genty. This is tough.
I figured.
This is tough. No, sorry, Hampton. I don't mean to leave. Why do you got to be so morbid with the description here? Why can't we just have like something like, yeah, I don't know, something a little nice. You get to take someone with you on a trip,
I'm sorry, I go morbid. That's just the way it is. It's got to be that really tough one. I mean, a trip, someone will get over a trip.
All right. So let's move on here. I'm gonna probably regret that because I love Hampton. I'm just getting both.
Okay,
All right,
let's go into QBs here, and this is kind of a double-edged sword because you want one of those top rushing quarterbacks. So let me ask you, who would you rather as far as these really great running quarterbacks? Would you rather Hurts or Jaden Daniels?
Ooh, that's tough. The nice thing about Jaden Daniels is that the youth, that upside, the excitement, the work ethic, he's been working really hard. Whereas Hurts, we've kind of seen the best of him, and the tush push continues, so you're going to get those rushing upside. Man, this year, I'm just hoping there's no sophomore slump. I'm probably going to lean Hurts here. Safer. I feel safer with Hurts, but it's tough. I know you're a big Daniels fan.
Well, you just kind of like pulled the wool over our eyes too, because you're talking about the sophomore slump, and then you say, "Oh, Hurts." You're saying, "I hope he doesn't have the sophomore slump." Oh, I'll take Hurts.
Well, no, I hope Daniels doesn't have the sophomore.
No, I know, but that's what I'm saying. You were leading on like you were going to pick Daniels. I'm hoping he doesn't have it, so I'm going to take Daniels.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah. No.
Okay, so you're on Hurts out of those two. Now let me give you two totally different guys, Lamar or Allen.
Oh, that's easy for me. I'm going Allen. I just trust him more. That being said, there's a lot of people. I think Ravens are one of the favorite teams to win the Super Bowl this year. The team looks awesome. I just got to go with Allen simply because I feel, I could be wrong. Joe, you can't just talk about how you feel. Like I get that all the time. Your feelings don't matter. They do. And there's some statistics here. It was such a high year. Go look at Lamar Jackson's stats, Tim. Go take a look at this guy's stats. He has never put up those type of numbers. Never in his career. And he's not going to do it again. He's not going to do it. It's just too hard to do.
I got you. I know exactly what you're saying, and I'm with you on that one. I don't think it's going to be a repeat. I think that offense was just absolutely amazing last year.
41 touchdowns, like 4 interceptions. Like it seems like a dream.
Okay, so now let's nail it down between those 4. Now we've got Allen or Hurts.
I got to go Allen. That's just because I invested in him. I had him last year. I believe in him, and
now here's the problem with that. You're not getting Allen because he costs too much. So now you don't have a quarterback. You're done.
Since I go robust RB, I was able to get him actually in rounds 3 and 4 in some leagues. And this was what I drafted about a month ago. So I do actually have Allen with a robust RB strategy, which is kind of tough to do, but I have him.
So you got a shot. You get him sometimes, not all the times probably, but sometimes.
Hold on, let me go over one start to my league. There's a bonus for you. We're talking fantasy football draft strategy. Here, let me give you a bonus. So I did this one league, Tim. I kid you not. I got Kyron Williams, Omarion Hampton, Travion Henderson, and Josh Allen. I'm a happy guy. That's a good base to start my team.
Okay, now answer the question that everybody else is asking right now. Who's your wide receiver 1?
Oh, you're not going to like that.
Come on, brother. You know I got to call you on this.
It doesn't look good on paper, but neither did Ladd McConkey and Brian Thomas Jr. last year. My wide receiver 1 on this team, that being said, I do have a good tight end. I'm not going to get to my whole team. This is not a default. If you want my whole team, grab 16 rounds. So where's my banner here for a second? Grab 16 rounds if you want the whole team. Nothing but the team. All right. My wide receiver 1 in this, by the way, let me just one caveat.
You're trying to sell this really hard, man.
One caveat to this. Okay. One stipulation. I have a bench. I'm allowed a bench spot of like 10 players. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 other receivers that are going to emerge and are set to be wide receiver 1. So if my 2 starters don't pan out, I'm good. So my starting wide receiver in this one's Emeka Egbuka. So there we go. He's my 1. I'm okay with it.
I like asking you the hard question and getting an honest answer. That's all that matters, man.
It is. It is.
I mean, you know that you're taking a little bit of a risk. You can admit it, and you're saying you got a stacked bench. Hopefully, if it comes down to it, you can even make some trades. That's the way she goes.
Well, no, this league you can't. That's why
No
it's
trading. Oh,
not-
you're
not
safe.
this one. Yeah,
Okay.
no, I don't need to trade. I never had to trade. I'm good. I'm good with my team I drafted. I'm comfortable.
All right, cool, brother. All
Okay.
right, let me give you a tight end one here since we haven't hit on that yet. And really, I'm only going to keep it between these two guys. I want to know between Warren and Loveland.
Warren for me, that's easy, and his ADP is going up. I was just reading a report today that Warren is set to be a huge volume getter on soft. It was a reporter. I read this thing. It was a legit source. I can't remember who the source was. I'm not going to quote it, but something along the line of he's going to definitely be the alpha, kind of the same way Brock Bowers was last year. And this was obvious to me. That's why I drafted him back in May, because I saw that. Like Downs was banged up. Josh Downs, Pittman's not that good. Dude, it's just, oh man, I don't care who's throwing the ball, whether it be Richardson or Daniel Jones, because there's so much opportunity for this guy. I'm excited.
Okay, next couple are going to be on a couple of guys that you don't like to begin with, but I still want to hit you with the, of the poop, what poop do you like the most?
Okay.
So, T. Higgins or
Okay,
DJ Moore?
Crabby pick. Now I'm in the water. I got to save one of these guys. I'm not saving either one.
Yeah.
You guys
I'm swimming to safety.
yeah. Because no offense to the guys, I just round 2 to 3 for a Higgins, who's a wide receiver too. DJ Moore now has Loveland. They got Luther Burden. They got Roma Tuesdays, put on some weight, looking strong. It's a good on paper, the Bears look like a good team. I just do not trust DJ Moore. I just, the volume won't be there. If I had to choose, let me see here. Let me just check, because I don't even look at these guys at ADP. I know Higgins comes off round 3. DJ Moore comes off. So wide receiver 14 is Higgins. DJ Moore is wide receiver 19. I get a deal on DJ Moore. I got to go Higgins here. That's how much I dislike DJ Moore. I'd go Higgins. The guy I'd dislike more than anybody in fantasy is Higgins.
Oh, okay. Now that you've said that, let me hit you with this one. Tyreek Hill.
Ooh.
Higgins or Hill?
Man, I'm not a Hill fan, and I got to pay. He's actually one pick after him. Wide receiver 15. Higgins is wide receiver 14. I'd go Hill. I think there's more upside with Hill. He had a down year last year. I think he trend up. That's the easy one for me. I'd go Hill since I don't like Higgins at all.
Good. I like that answer, actually. Now, here we go. Emeka or Higgins?
That's easy, dude. What are you talking about? Emeka's my favorite. That's a weird question.
I know, but I kind of hit you with it. I mean, I got to try to tempt you with some weird ones. Maybe throw you a curveball.
That's obvious, dude. I would the car would sink with Higgins down there. We'd have to call backup to get him because I'm pulling up Emeka.
In fact, you're not even going to pull Emeka up. You're going to push him. You're going to stand on the roof of the car and you're going to push Emeka to safety while you drown.
There was another song, "The Wind Beneath My Wings." I am the wind beneath his wings. I'm going to pull him up to safety and make sure he's secure for my fantasy points.
Quite the visual there. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Top running. Well, I mean, I shouldn't say top running back. Not anymore, but it's a guy you love to hate. CMC.
Ooh, CMC enters the conversation. Hold on. Let's get some CMC music in. All right, there you go.
The deal here, though, is I'm giving you two guys for CMC. Who do you want? These two guys, or are you going with CMC? Are you going with Swift and Cook or CMC?
Who would I rather own, Swift and Cook or CMC? Oh, man, I don't like any of these guys.
But you get two for the price of one, maybe.
Man, CMC, it depends. If we feel CMC is going to break his leg after first half of the season or after, I'm going to predict the CMC breaks, assuming CMC breaks his leg, period, which I think he does. Joe, you're so mean. How could you say someone's going to break his leg? Well, he's got doesn't he have tendonitis or some sort of arthritis or something? I'm going to go with the other two guys. Cook just comes off this contract here, and then you've got Swift and a good offense. I got to go with those two guys, as much as I don't like them either.
Okay, I'm going to throw another one. Pacheco and Pollard. I don't think that's really a tough one.
I think Pacheco.
Really?
Oh yeah, the guy runs angry, good offense. Pollard, I don't care for. I'm just not a Pollard fan.
Okay, so you're basically taking Pacheco over CMC is what we're saying in this case. Pollard's just a bench warmer.
especially for value. You're looking at CMC being, I don't even know how CMC is number 4 on the, like, this is crazy. This is what blows my mind. This is why I don't do rankings. This is why 16 rounds is the truth. I don't trust CMC. He is 2 for 5 good seasons out of his last, busted, right, Tim? Listen to this. Wide running back 4, Genty is 6, who I think will blow him out. Kyron Williams is 12. All guys I like. Hampton is RB 17. Henderson is RB 20. Hampton 17, Henderson 20, Harvey 22. All these guys I see beating CMC because CMC is going to get hurt again. And even if it doesn't, like, I don't know, man. I just don't trust that guy at all.
Okay, let's take a flash in the past with these 2 names I'm going to throw at you. CMC or Alvin Kamara.
Ooh, more guys I don't like. You're not making this easy at all, man.
That's the whole point.
I'm going to go, man, Kamara, just because I get him for better value. That's
Okay.
RB 13 compared to RB 4. I'd have to get Kamara, but I'd end up getting, some running backs I like earlier on.
Okay, so now I'm gonna throw a little bit of quicker ones here at you. It's just gonna be a one-on-one sort of scenario here. So who would you rather draft, Bijan or CeeDee Lamb in round 1? And does it depend on where you're picking from?
So we're talking strategy, and I recommend this to everybody. You got to load up on those running backs early. So I'm going to go Bijan, over CeeDee Lamb, easy for me because there's tons of wide receivers for days later.
Okay. That being said, let's go to another one in maybe like the 2nd, 3rd round sort of thing. Saquon, Jonathan Taylor.
Saquon.
Okay. Easy peasy, right? No problems there. Oh, tight end. Who would you rather, Travis Kelce or Sam Laporta?
Well, I don't know, man. Kelsey's not the same Kelsey, though. I heard he lost weight. I don't know if he's good to go, but I don't see any reason why he's still not the one there. Like, I just can't imagine him suiting up and not getting the volume. And then you got Laporta, who's going to be in a diluted situation. I don't know. It's tough. I still got to go with Laporta just based on youth and a little more upside. I got to go Laporta here, but that's Kelsey's decent value this year as well.
Okay, so now I'm going to do a couple different things. Would you rather draft from the 1 overall or 10 spot? What do you like? Do you like that early pick or do you like that later pick?
It's funny. I basically had that, like, in a lot of my drafts, I was drafting later. So this year particularly, I'd probably lean later because I'm so used to my teams being based off that. Because there, I'm still able to get Genty, come back and get easy access to a Hampton or a Kyron, and then there's a good chance that I get Henderson coming back, and then I got a good chance at Josh Allen, okay, in the 4th. This is how it worked out. Follow that so far? I go, let's say Genty, Hampton, swing back around for Henderson, and come back and get Allen. If I go the other way, if I draft first, I get a Bijan or a Gibbs, or let's say even if I go Genty at the 3 or 1, I come back around. I still got a shot at Hampton or Kyron, but there's a chance I could lose Hampton or Kyron. I guarantee myself Henderson, but there's no chance I can get an Allen coming back in 4. So based on the way that I've been drafting, I'd probably like to draft later since I'm very invested in Ashton Genty in round 1. That's just, it's a good explanation, but I've played both hands and I've really enjoyed the hand that, Now, interesting thing is if you draft earlier, I think it's easier to stack the 4 running backs, just worked out that way. I was able to get Harvey in the 4th and get my running backs to get Harvey in the 4th with an earlier draft pick. So totally up to you, but Josh Allen was definitely gone. I couldn't get him if I wanted to stack running backs. It's easy.
Yeah, right. Good explanation. I like that. Let's see. Would you rather draft a rookie running back with hype, like Genty, or a boring veteran?
Oh, well, you know the answer to that. Now, when you say veteran,
I was just going to say, like, should we define veteran? I mean, are we talking 6 years in, 4 years? What's a veteran?
Well, let's make it rookie versus second year and up. And that's a good question because you got that Genty Gibbs debate, so you got some of those early, even a Saquon, right? Saquon, I'd just rather not have. I'd rather go for those young guys. Just because I think they're still hungry. They're still, not to say that Saquon's not hungry, but you just have a little more excitement in regards to like upside, and uncertainty. I like that uncertainty of major upside. And we've kind of seen what some of these other guys can do. And I think a possible regression could be due for certain guys like Gibbs and Saquon maybe, whereas I think the other guys are trending up, the rookies.
I love this question here. I'm going to give you this. Who would you rather? Would you rather load up on a team built around Christian McCaffrey? You have to. This is a one or the other,
Okay.
or Tyreek Hill. One of these guys is your anchor. They're your man. Who would you rather have as your anchor?
It's like a pick your poison. I don't know, man. I gotta go Tyreek Hill.
Wow, you really hate Christian McCaffrey.
That's how much I mean, I'd probably just I don't think I'd call for backup to help him. That's terrible, but that's not true.
One of those things I wouldn't pee on him if he was on fire.
Yeah, one of those things. No, I don't dislike him as I don't even know him as a person, but it's more just for fantasy. Think of it as fantasy. I just don't care for him. Imagine if you drafted him for 5 years straight. You got screwed. 3 out of those 5 years, I'd be bitter and disgruntled. I don't like that guy. He can't be trusted.
It sucks for me because I am such a fan of his. And when he is healthy and he plays, he is dominant. But now he's getting up there in age too. So now you got to factor that. Never mind just the injuries. Now you got to factor the age thing too.
Sure.
I think he's 29 or 30. So he's getting there, man. He's getting to that hump and he's been injured a lot lately. So I'm kind of getting on that bandwagon too. Not that I hate him, but just not really invested in him.
Well, why don't we get to the listener question? Do we have listener questions?
Yeah, man. Yeah. So let me throw this at you. And I am going to try to pronounce some of these names because they're just like their handle off of Twitter or YouTube or whatever the case.
And first of all, there's no Twitter anymore. It's called X. Second of all,
I'm so old.
Instagram.
Okay, this is from Jason Rain Realty, and it is Hampton or Henderson in the third round.
Okay, that's a good one. Man, because again, I get Hampton round 2, and I come back and get Henderson. But if I were to miss, let's say I go Kyron round 2, and my RB3, I got to make a decision between Hampton or Henderson. That's tough. Now, the path to Henderson right now to be the RB1 is just so much better, and he just looked really good in preseason. Oh, man, that's tough. I mean, they're both just animals. I don't know. I mean, if I have Kyron in 2, then I go Henderson. If I don't have a running back in 2 and I just want my anchor, my RB2, and I had to choose between the two, I'd probably go Hampton. It's it's so tough, man. If I had to choose, I'd probably Hampton. Let's go Hampton. But I love both. Again, you're asking me to choose between my children again. It's impossible.
Your poor children, man. They're being torn like 20 different ways.
It's an impossible question.
I like it.
I like both. Hampton. Let's go Hampton. But I love Henderson. That's terrible.
Yep. Horrible idea. Okay. This one is from, I'm sure it's Rodrigo, but it goes OFLS. So I don't know if it's Rodrigo Florida's or Rodrigo FL's. Justin Herbert or Drake May?
I'm going to lean Herbert. Now there's talk about like, hey man, like this is going to be a run first team, but they got some weapons, man. They got some really good offensive weapons. And I just trust him more. We kind of seen what we can get from him. He's due to kind of come off a bounce back gear. I saw a couple passes from Drake May in preseason and just some accuracy issues. Maybe I could be wrong. I think Herbert's just more polished, more ready to go. I got a lot of Hampton stock, so maybe I get those check downs, those short passes for touchdowns. I got a lot of Trey Harris stock later, so I'm hoping something develops there. So I'm more invested in the Chargers offense than I am with the Patriots offense. But Drake May has a ton of ceiling, man. Ton of ceiling.
Right on. Okay, let's pause this for a second because I forgot one thing. We got to go back to the number. I said I was skipping the number one scenario I wanted to give you.
Okay.
Let's go back and do this number one scenario now because anybody who listens to you knows that you are all in on Genty. I love Genty. Genty's my guy. Oh my goodness.
I'm a Connor for Genty.
Okay. I want to give you the best ones that I can think of right now too. Sure. So Genty or Gibbs?
Yeah, I like Gibbs is a good. I love Gibbs too. Like I think he's a great player. I'm more Genty this year. I'm more Genty just from a volume perspective and the uncertainty of that generational talent. And I don't got to contend with Montgomery. Those are my reasons. I go Genty.
Oh boy. We got to put something on the line this year for this guy. I think people are way overselling him. Genty or Jamar Chase?
Oh yeah, like Genty all day. And again, even if I'm first overall, I'd go Genty. I would just skip over Jamar. I know I'm crazy. Like everyone likes Jamar, but there was some sort of statistic over the past 6 years that every wide receiver, Tim, the year after dropped more than 100 fantasy points. Guys like Michael Thomas, guys like Cooper Kupp, guys like, everyone.
Right. So you're saying a guy that finished like in this case 2024 he was the top wide receiver. 2025 he loses 100 points roughly.
Oh, more than 100. Yeah, like there's a significant drop off like the year after. Like I could probably pull it up, but you guys get the idea. We don't need to pull it up here. We're just doing a Q&A. But you guys,
I know what you're talking about. So let me give you one more, even though we already know the damn answer. Genty or Puka?
Genty
All day
easily.
long, right? Yeah, no doubt.
But a lot of people can sheeps will go Puka, and those guys come off at the same ADP. And I've done a ton of drafts, so I'm drafting, later, and Genty falls, and Puka gets picked up before him, which is crazy because coming off an injury is Puka, and they got Adams there and Stafford. That's another thing in the news we should talk about. Stafford's back on the field, so that's good.
Back. All right.
Yeah, he's back.
All right. Okay, we're done that. Back to the real thing here.
Back to the listeners.
Yes. This one, it must be Jay Seams. JAAYCEEMS. Jay Seams.
I don't know where they come up with these Instagram. I don't know.
Sometimes you gotta play with things, right? Because your name's already taken, believe it or not. Like there might be a bald guy 154. I gotta go 155.
Yeah.
Is Trayvon Henderson worth drafting over Breece Hall?
Trayvon Henderson, yeah, for sure. I like the youth, man. I like the youth.
All right, I like that. Now this one could go either way too. This could either be a female name or a male name, and you'll understand in a second.
Let's hear it.
So, female name, it's Adriana Yala, or male name, it's Adrian Ayala. You got what I'm saying? There's an A in there right at the very end, and it could go either way. It could go Adriana, it could go Adrian.
Okay.
Anyways, the question is, what veteran running backs do you have stock in? So once again, let's say veteran has to be, I'm going to give you 4+ years because that's not even crazy.
0. With running backs, I always go youth. My oldest running back that I have on my team, on all my rosters, is Kyron Williams. That's it.
Okay, so like 2-3 years is your max. He's done.
I did get Derrick Henry in one best ball league, but that was it.
Okay. And I remember you were high on Henry last year. So it's just this year you happen to be big time youth.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to say it's not Jose. Josue.
Okay.
Yosu Gamez.
Joyosu. Okay. Joyosu. Nice to meet you, Joyosu.
We're butchering that one. I am so sorry. Can Tyler Warren finish the season as a top 5 tight end?
To answer this one is very simple. Tyler Warren can finish as the top tight end. That's how much I predict. The not top 5, the top 5, the top tight end. There you go.
Okay, here's a good one because it excludes your Genty. Brandon DeTulio. Who would you take number 1, Gibbs or Bijan?
Genty.
No, it's not in the equation.
I like both. If you look at it from a scenario perspective, if you say this is the dream situation, there's no competition. He's the man. He's the alpha. This is the number 1 clear cut. I don't got to worry about a committee. I don't got to worry. It's Bijan, 100%.
Okay, but you do. You can't just cut things out because you want to make it easier on yourself, my man. That's not how it works.
Algier is not a competition. I'm not.
You're right. Okay, this one is from Quad 64. Who do you take in the first round if you have a late round pick? So let's say 9 and up. I consider that kind of later, but
okay. Well, what do you got?
No, there's no. That's it. I'm not giving you any examples. I'm saying who do you take in the first round if you have a late round pick? You can take anybody. Who do you think is going to be there between 9 and 15? Let's say and you grab them.
Genty.
What? Genty's not falling that far. No, because idiots like you keep on building him up.
Genty's falling to it's so funny because in that draft I did, it was like, because I've been pumping up like Emeka, right? And then I'm in this draft and someone made a good point. I was so pissed that they took Emeka and Pearsall on the 5-6 turn. Like, well, you took all the running backs. I'm sure they're getting back at you. It's probably one of my listeners for sure. Somebody that listens to my stuff. But then I look at some of his other picks. It was like James Cook and some other guys I didn't like. But that being said, he might have just tuned into my Instagram, saw a couple guys I like Amika and Pearsall, and then just took those guys. But yeah, Genty falls to the end of round one. If not, I'm going early and I'm getting a Kyron Hampton stack at the end of that first round.
Okay, we've already talked about this one, but I got to throw the guy's name in there anyways, or the person's name because they asked, and it's Bard Shannon. So I'm assuming that's the opposite way around. It's probably Shannon Bard. Either way, Pearsall or Mika.
What's up, Shannon? If it's maybe that's Shannon's the last name. Is this a dude or you know?
Well, it's Barde. I've never seen that as a first name, but anything's possible, and it looks like it's a dude.
Sometimes they just make names up, like for their Instagram.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. So what's the question again? I was just
Pearsall or Mika.
We kind of answered this earlier. I'm going to Mika. I like both though.
Okay, I don't think we did this one either. No, we didn't. Anthony Rizzo, 95, Omarion Hampton, or Trayvon Henderson?
Again, I got to go Hampton. Again, now it's easier now that we've already kind of asked this. We asked that question. Remember that was the one I was torn on? And it was like the kids. Well, they're both I love both of those guys.
I got to give the listeners their shout outs though, man. You picked them. I got to give them the shout outs.
You know what's sad? This is what's sad. You know, you grow up and then you get older. I'm old enough to be Omarion Hampton's father. That's scary. I could be his father. Like, that's the crazy thing.
Like the Connor voice. I'm your father.
Like we're getting old. I remember when we were young and like we'd look up to these athletes like they were like old people. Now it's like we're old enough to like actually be their father, which is crazy. Because
a couple more years and you're going to be that old man sitting on your front lawn yelling at the kids to stay off your grass.
Get off my grass. Okay. All right.
Okay, this one is Darren Scott 78. Do you care about draft grades? Question mark. Did my draft and got a D-.
Let's talk about this real quick. Draft grades. This is very, very important. Now, last year, Tim, we talked about, I pulled up a screenshot and we had like the first 15 picks out of the first 3 rounds were bust. So last year, you would have got a perfect score if you listen to this. If you went CMC, this is an example as your base, CMC first round, then you went like an Olave or like a Debo Samuel round 2, and then you went like a Cooper Kupp round 3, and then you went Rachaad White round 4. A team like that would have got like an A because that was based on consensus. So give no attention at all, 0 to the draft grades, because the people that are grading them are part of Team Connor. Let me bring Connor here. Connor, how does the grading work? He's going to tell us all about the grading here so we understand it. Connor, tell us about the grading. Oh, we just grade. Fix your tie, Connor. We just grade based off ADP.
Last year's finishes.
What's that, Tim?
Last year's finishes.
That's it. So if you drafted CMC last year, first overall, I love CMC. There you go. That's exactly, you've heard it here. That's exactly how they draft. So pay no attention. Hopefully that answers the question.
I think so too. And man, I mean, those draft grades are a joke. It's ridiculous. Okay, we are on our last one here. And the last shout out goes to Evo Shot 12. What's a good late round wide receiver running back to target? So
there's a bunch.
Late round. I mean, what do we want to say? Like 14th here? Like, what are we talking? 12 plus.
There's a
round
lot.
12 plus.
I'll give you 2. There's one I was looking at is Woody Marks. I think he's in a good situation, but there's talk about bringing Brian Robinson there. So no on Houston. Kyle Monagai is good. There's an opportunity there. Chicago, but I'll give you the one that, again, we talked about him, Jacory Karofsky Merritt. I've got really no stock in him because I thought he'd be buried on a depth chart. And I don't trust Washington, but now he's kind of really emerged. So there you go. Jacory Karofsky Merritt. I'm looking to get him on the show. Late round running back stash. But you shouldn't worry about late round running back stashes because you went top heavy early. Everything else is bonus, right?
Yeah.
So
good call. So that's for you, Evo Shot.
All right,
that's
man.
It, my brother.
That is a long one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the show. A lot of Q&A. I felt like I was in a hot seat. I usually, like, with the episode, we kind of we're talking, and today I felt like I was really, like, my brain, my neurons were firing. It was like I was in the hot seat today. I felt different because there's a lot of pressure.
Other than your Genty, I mean, I was trying to give you guys that you don't like or don't really care for. So yeah, I was trying to put you on the spot.
Yep, Genty, man, we are swimming to an island together, and we're gonna sip pina coladas, and we're gonna go clubbing together, and he's gonna put up fantasy points. I love that guy.
Make sure he doesn't drink too much at the club. You've seen what some of these guys do once they get the alcohol in them.
Yeah, we don't want them drinking. Nope, nope, no. He's got to stay healthy. You're right. Yes, not too much drinking. That's true. Okay.
Or else Joe will be bashing you for having a life outside of football.
Exactly. Yep, definitely. So that's it, man. I'll keep the content rolling for you. This was a fun episode, something different. We don't really do episodes like this, so it was just kind of different. I liked it.
Yeah, I didn't challenge you very much. I didn't speak crap to you. I let you have your thing. Except I still got to beat you on that Genty. I think it's too much.
I love him. I hope he doesn't bust. I really don't.
I don't think he's a bust. I just don't think he's all that's going to be, top 6 player. No way.
Exactly. All right, guys, subscribe, thumbs up, drop a question below, and grab that 16-round draft session on the way out. And hope you guys had a great day. A lot of people saying they're enjoying this 1 hour show. They like it. It keeps them entertained in their drive and their commute. So
glad we can help.
Thanks, guys. Have yourself a great day. And drop your question below and grab 16 rounds. We'll talk soon. Bye, guys.
Take care.